you guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today I have something very fun and exciting. We have the brand new WWE Mattel Elite 3-pack featuring the New World Order Inject the Poison into the WWE. We have Scott Hall, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, and Kevin Nash. This is a Walmart exclusive 3-pack. I believe there may be a chance this could go up on Mattel Creations. That has not been confirmed yet, but I actually checked the link on the Walmart app. There was an option to have this shipped to my house within 24 hours. So I ordered one. It never shipped. It got delayed. So I tried an in-store pickup, and sure enough, I was able to go to my store and pick this up. So that is your tip. If you want this 3-pack, I'll post the link in the description and for this video, and you guys can follow that link, and that'll kind of show you the page for it. Go to see if it's available in your store for maybe in-store pickup or something of that nature. At least that'll give you an idea what stores in your area would have this in stock somewhere. Hopefully you could have a helpful Walmart employee find one for you, but this is one, I'm really excited for. The nWo is my favorite thing ever in wrestling, especially Hollywood Hulk Hogan, but the injecting the poison from their No Way Out return in 2002. I remember it like it was yesterday. It was such a big deal. This is loosely based on that. They do have the entrance jackets. I believe that's from when they ran that rig through the ambulance with a rock in it. But this is something I always wanted. I really wanted this Hollywood jacket. I tried to do a custom with like a rubber jacket and getting some decals from Curb Stomp City Decals, but never looked quite perfect. I will say these figures aren't perfect. When they were announced, I was excited. I'm sure a lot of us like scratching our heads like, where's the Bash at the Beach 3-pack? That's the one we really want, right? And let's give Mattel credit. They did just release the Ultimate Edition Outsiders, which I don't know if they're 100% loosely based on Bash at the Beach, but they're very similar. For them to now release maybe another 3-pack with those figures just coming out, I don't know, maybe it's timing. I'm sure we'll get them eventually. I personally would love to see an Ultimate Edition set. I like the Elite sets. To me, this makes sense for this to be an Elite set, but the Bash at the Beach, if they do a 3-pack to, obviously, commemorate that time in wrestling, it just makes sense for it to come out eventually. But we do have this 3-pack here. I will say I don't know how scaling is going to be. That was my concern with these because they looked a little on the smaller side. We'll run through a ton of comparisons. We get a ton of nWo figures, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, and Hogan. I mean, we had their debut figures in the Monday Night Wars Elites. We just got the Outsider Ultimates. We got a Hollywood Hogan Ultimate figure. There's a lot of comparisons to go through, so we'll definitely run through a lot. But look at the packaging, very similar to what we got with the Hulkamania 40th Anniversary 3-pack. You will see the nWo logo up top here, New World Order nWo logo here. The nameplates, you can see they all come with the jacket. Scott Hall comes with the the interchangeable hands. Same with Hollywood. They all got the 2 sweet hands. Same with Nash. Sunglasses. Take a look at the packaging. You'll see nWo logo on the top. On the side, you'll get the Elite Collection logo. There's a look at the barcode. If you guys want to pause it, maybe you could take this to your store and scan it if that's the route you want to go. You also get the image of the 3 guys here on the side. On the back, there it is where they ran the rock over with that rig. If you guys want to take a look at the little read-up, you can pause and do so right now. But enough chatting. Let's come back. Let's crack these figures out of the packaging and see what they're all about. I wanted to share this with you guys. This is really cool. This is the insert for the 3-pack. You'll see it has the No Way Out with the nWo logo here and the nWo logo in the background. Just looks really nice. Again, I don't know, just a little added detail like this really makes me excited to open these figures. Here we go. We are starting off with the bad guy, Scott Hall himself. So let's look at the accessories included with your Scott Hall Elite figure. You will get a set of the 2 sweet hands. The figure itself does come with the 2 thumb pointing hands for his entrance, as well as a set of mic open holding hands. You do get this head. I believe this is from the Legends figure. It does have that bandana, which he kind of was wearing during this era. It does have the black sunglasses. I wish these glasses would have a little like a shine finish to it. They are just kind of molded in the same color, but you will see the sunglasses are removable. I do like the likeness to this whole scan itself. I just feel like this hairpiece was always big. The bandana is removable, and it's just like he's got this big head of hair, and that's what I don't like. I feel like once you remove the bandana, it doesn't look good. But the good thing is that these heads are all interchangeable, with Mattel Elites now. So if you have a different Scott Hall head you want to put on there, you can easily pop it off. The leather jacket, I believe, is new. This is a leather jacket mold, but it does have the little belt kind of molded on here or stitched on here. Looks really nice. No detailing on the back. This is kind of like an added bonus. Didn't necessarily wear this when they came out with their entrance for No Way Out, but a little nice added feature. It is the molded on t-shirt here with the nWo logo, so Had a little trouble getting that jacket off the figure. Just didn't want to rip it. But if you guys want to look at the leather jacket off of the Scott Hall, you can see how it looks. Very simple, very plain. Moving on to Scott Hall, I will say the figure, it seems like he's going to be a little short. This is very similar if you guys have that Nitro Notables 4-pack. They had that Scott Hall in the blue jeans, which I had in my collection for the longest, but this is what I wanted, him in the black jeans with nWo shirt. You can see, I feel like he's going to be a little too short. I feel like it's probably going to be the same with Hollywood. But you'll see how this head looks on the figure body. If you're curious, here is just a standard Scott Hall head. If you guys want to go with that look and that has a better likeness, you can definitely swap it on. It fits on there. Like I said, the bandana on there probably will cover up this big forehead if you guys want to stick with it. I can definitely pop it back on for you guys to take a look. I think that fits the era a little more, but like I said, this hair piece is just a little too big. But moving on to the figure, let's zoom in. You can see the nWo shirt here. He does have a little bit of these skinny arms, man. I wish they were a little bigger. He just looks small in stature. Nothing really too crazy to it. Very simple. Obviously, they just wore black jeans and the nWo shirts. But if you guys want to go through some quick articulation, the head will see, the head pops off a little too easy, and I don't like that. But the head will fully rotate. The arms will go fully around. You do have the bicep cut, double jointed elbows, hands do rotate and hinge. You get the ab crunch, goes down about that much, back that much. Waist swivel. Does the splits about there. He does kick up not too high. There's a thigh cut, double jointed pinless knees here. He does have the old foot articulation, so not too much there. Again, the thigh cut. The other foot does not, or leg does not seem stiff at all. Am I impressed with this figure? No, I get how simple it is, but I feel like we have some of those Monday Night War figures where they could have went with like a bare torso, and I would have probably maybe preferred a cloth or soft goods nWo shirt. I know cloth on cloth sometimes looks a little baggy, but would have added a little something here to this figure. Here we go, the moment of truth. I feel like this is going to piss a lot of people off, but here we have some different Scott Hall comparisons. We've gotten a ton of Razor Ramones and Scott Hall figures throughout the Mattel run, but here are some of my favorites. So we have the Monday Night Wars debut Scott Hall, and you can see that this 3-pack haul is even shorter than this figure, and this was a tiny, tiny, tiny boy. We also do have what is the Elite 53, and you can see how much taller he is than this new 3-pack Elite, as well as the Ultimate Edition, which is actually shorter than the Elite, but man, this guy is tiny, and it is very disappointing. Moving along to Kevin Nash, big sexy, so interchangeable hands, similar to Scott Hall. You get 2 sets of the 2 sweet hands, with one being on the figure, a set of the fisted hands. You also will get a set of the mic open holding hands. Nash, just like Hall, does come with these sunglasses, and I know a lot of people are complaining about this head sculpt. I didn't like it in the Legends figure. I feel like it had that like missing color of the beard, and it's still on there. You'll see one side is darker than the other, and I don't know. The head sculpt is good, but I don't know what is with this freaking this goatee. It does never printed on right on the Legends figure, and they reused it here. I feel like there were definitely other heads that they probably could have used, but he does come with a longer trench coat, or excuse me, leather jacket here. You can see no real detailing to it, but it fits him pretty well here. I'm gonna come back and remove this jacket off the figure. So here is the jacket off of the figure. You can see, again, it is a longer leather jacket, and it is a lot thinner than the leather jackets that we've gotten in the Mattel line in the past. But you can see, just like Hall, Nash does have the molded on nWo shirt. And you know what? I said I wasn't crazy about it, but I guess it makes more sense. It would have been added value for them to use like the Monday Night Wars body, and then throw in the nWo shirt and then the jacket. I don't know. I just feel like it would have made it more premium, but I guess this is okay to use. I mean, it's not like you're going to be taking the shirts off and have them wrestle without it, right? The moment was them in the shirts, but Hall does have the decal for the nWo logo here in the front. Sleeveless shirt. Does have his tattoos here if you guys want to get a quick close-up. Rest of it just very simple. Plain black pants, which we've seen before, similar to the Ruthless Aggression Kevin Nash figure. Articulation-wise, the head will fully rotate. The arm goes around, double jointed elbows, as well as the bicep cut. Hands do rotate and hinge. The ab crunch, mine's a little loose, but not awful. The waist will fully go around. Does the splits pretty well for a big guy. Legs kick up really nice. The thigh cut, double jointed pin legs here. He does have the up and down rotation and slight ankle rocker. The other leg doesn't feel too bad. Articulation wise, it's okay. I don't know what head I would have used for this. Like I said, I feel like this fits the era. Oh man, that goatee is really annoying. Just like Hall, we're going to bring in kind of the same cadence of figures for your Kevin Nash comparison. So we have the Monday Night Wars Elite figure. You will see this figure is significantly shorter than this figure here on the left. It is, I believe, the same lower body. This is what I would like to have seen. Maybe this figure with a soft goods nWo shirt would have maybe put it a little bit over the top and made it a little bit more premium if I can get this guy to stand without falling. We have the Elite 16 Kevin Nash, which, again, the new one is definitely shorter. And we also do have the Ringside Collectibles exclusive, which this Ultimate Edition towers over this brand new 3-pack Elite Kevin Nash. Moving on to, I guess, the main event, the one I'm most excited for, but I'm already a little disappointed because this guy looks beauty. We got Hollywood Hogan, so interchangeable hands, you'll get a set of the 2 sweet hands, similar to the Hulkamania 40th Anniversary 3-pack. You also do get the mic open holding hands. I would like to see some fisted hands molded for this already. I feel like it's been long enough, and they keep giving us the same hands. He does come with the Hollywood Hogan bandana, white sunglasses. You will see he does have the black cross necklace, which he did have during the event. The jacket is probably the major selling point for this. You'll see the flames on the sleeves. He does have the nWo logo, which we will zoom in so you get a better look. Take a look at the sleeves again. Does have Hollywood. I believe he said that this jacket was stolen from one of the events, man. This was a very sweet jacket. Loved it. We'll say it looks pretty good on Hogan. He does have, you know, quite a bit of accessories included, but let's get the jacket off the figure and continue on. All right, so we got the jacket off the figure if you guys want to see, and I'm already really disappointed and annoyed. One, he looks really, really small, but let's remove all of this stuff off the head. And what do you guys notice? Look at this giraffe neck. This is just unacceptable. And, you know, I thought it was maybe mine. Maybe I had to push the head down. Maybe it was, but you can see me pushing down here. This head sits freaking high, and I don't want to hear it doesn't look that bad with a jacket on. This is unacceptable. You know, you got to call it out when you call it out. I feel like this 3-pack was one we all wanted for a collection, and it's just been half-assed, man. This has been like a cash grab real quick for Mattel, if you ask me. Let's go ahead and try the other head, man. This is the head I probably would have preferred, like more of a snug, kind of pissed off Hogan, and that looks just as bad. And it's like you paid $70 for a 3-pack, and I don't want to hear, oh, well, it's just a toy. Like, it's a lot of money, man. At least try to execute. I feel like Mattel's scale has been all over the place lately, and these parts just don't even fit. Like, what is going on? We didn't have these issues for the longest for Mattel. I feel like the last year and a half or so, it's just been, you know, really a big struggle. But let's move on with the review because I'm just a little annoyed right now. You can see the head sculpt. Again, not one I would have picked. I would have went with a pissed off scan for Hollywood. You can see there is kind of some added stubble to his beard here. A little bit of like a shave kind of cut off in between his chin. Does have the nWo shirt with a sleeveless logo. It does have the painted cuts on the back. Just looks just a bad execution, man. He looks too skinny. He looks too small. Just plain black jeans. Not really feeling this figure, and I'm a Hogan guy. Articulation, look at that giraffe neck. It moves up really good because there's such a big space. Arms go fully round. You got the bicep cut, double joint elbows. Ab crunch goes this way. Hands do fully rotate as well. You got the waist swivel. Man, I'm just flustered here, dudes. Like, you can tell in my voice. This is just disappointing. Doesn't kick up really that high. Look at that. Does the splits about that much. Thigh cut. Double jointed pinless legs. I believe it's probably the same lower legs as Scott Hall. Feet do go up and down and rock side to side just slightly. Just a huge disappointment in my opinion. For your Hulk Hogan comparison, just like Hall and Nash, we're going to go same cadence. We have the Monday Night Wars Elite Hulk Hogan. You'll see, again, how much taller he is than this 3-pack Elite figure. We have the 40th Anniversary 3-pack Hollywood Hogan. Again, towers over the end. We also do have the Greatest Hits Ultimate Edition. I feel like I've been doing this review and didn't realize the Hollywood Hogan hands were backwards. So I went and corrected that. So if you guys didn't notice that, I apologize. But let's do it this way. Let's do another comparison. Let's compare all of these sets of the 3 guys together. So the Monday Night Wars Elite versus the 3-pack Elite. We have some standard Elite figures versus the 3-pack Elite here. And we also have the Elite figures versus the Ultimate versions of the nWo. Here's another fun comparison. So we have the 3-pack Elite from the kind of Ruthless Aggression era too. They're in ring gear, so we have the Ruthless Aggression Kevin Nash. You can see the head sculpt that was used. Very similar body, same lower legs. We have the, I believe it's a WrestleMania Elite Scott Hall from WrestleMania 18. Of course, the WrestleMania 18 Hollywood Hogan. Again, these all look so much bigger in scale versus these tiny 3-pack figures. One more fun comparison. So the 2 members of the WWF roster that the nWo met during No Way Out. We have The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin. So much for the people's taste. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate all you guys who have subbed to my channel. Help me get to my goal of 10,000 subs by the end of this year. Really does mean a lot for your continued support. Let me know all your thoughts on this brand new nWo 3-pack down below. Will you be grabbing them? Are you concerned at all on the scaling issues? I want to hear all your thoughts down below. And don't forget to turn on those notification bells. Stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. I'm going to get into it. I'm going to be brutally honest. I'm always trying to keep it real with you guys. I want to be honest with these figures, and I'm going to go out there and say that this is the biggest, most disappointing set ever released by Mattel. And I love the Mattel guys. They all work hard, but something has changed over there. I don't know if it's the economy with cost cutting or the new factory, but scaling has been a continual big issue. I mean, even that brand new Hollywood Hulk Hogan Hulk Still Rules Ultimate is significantly shorter. I feel like our Ultimates were always scaled bigger than Elites. Now you're seeing a lot of consistent trends where the Ultimates are smaller. I don't want to hear anything about part choices and they don't have the parts available. Then don't make it. Don't make this 3-pack until you have the parts you need to make it acceptable. This was $70. And like I said, I love the Mattel guys. They work very hard. They're doing the best with what they have. But something at Mattel itself within the company, I feel like is just feels different. We're running into issues that we never had before. And they're continually coming up. It's kind of like the AW figures where we had issues with staining. And it's like it was well aware and well known, and nothing was done to fix it. I mean, they're trying to remedy it now. Hopefully this changes, but something to me feels different about collecting. I'm not as excited for these figures as I used to be. I just feel like we're getting so many re-releases. I know that's another topic to get into, but this all comes into collecting. I feel like this type of execution is what makes you feel like I'm not going to spend my money on these toys anymore. There's plenty of things I can spend my money on this economy. You got to be very, conscious of where you put your money into, and this is just a hobby. So I know people are going to knock me in the comments below and say they're just toys. It's just, you know what it is? It's continual. It's like things keep building to a point where you're like, I don't have to keep buying these anymore. I mean, I know I'm very passionate about these action figures, so I love coming on here and talking about them and, showcasing them. But this is a disappointment. This is the worst Hollywood Hulk Hogan figure ever made, if you ask me. He's too small. The head doesn't even fit on the neck, and it's like, how do you miss that? I mean, come on, guys. It's a very simple execution. It's a painted on shirt with jeans. Like, at least the head should fit on the body. And like I said, if this has been an issue with like the suited legs or jeans molds, the heights are always shorter, but this is significant across the board. You can see with all the comparisons I did for you guys, for all 3 characters, their Elites and Ultimates are pretty much all taller than these. So these are very small scale. I mean, Kevin Nash is supposed to be 7 feet, maybe 6'10", 6'11". Hulk Hogan 6'7", Scott Hall 6'7". So scale is off on them. The head sculpts could have been better on every single one of these figures. I feel like I get this fits the era for Hall, but that hair is just It's just too damn big. Carries that big forehead, does not look good. Kevin Nash, you have the issue with the goatee is not really printed on evenly on both sides. And this Hogan head doesn't even fit the body. So I can sit here and complain, but I'm going to give this set a hard pass. I don't think it's needed, and I don't want to see this re-released in like a greatest hits line, because that doesn't make me feel better that I have to rebuy. Look at like the Dudley Boys that just came out. How big was Bubba Ray Dudley, right? Like, scaling has been an issue, and it's not even close. These guys are just too damn small. Like I said, I could sit here and rant all day. I'm just disappointed. It's not even the point I spent my $70. I was just excited for it. This was a fun time in wrestling. I was going to have these, displayed in the front of my Ruthless Aggression shelf. Definitely going to be backers. I'll keep in my collection. I mean, it's the nWo. Hell, I got all those other nWo figures I just showcased, but I think this is a hard pass. If you're not like have a special affinity to this era or this run, don't buy it. I'm sure these will probably be discounted at Walmart at some point, but the execution needs to be better and should have been better on this 3-pack. Anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Before you don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. I want to hear all your thoughts and feedback down below. Let's have a real conversation about this stuff. Not just these figures, but the Mattel line itself. How do you feel the direction is going? Because I feel like something is slipping. But anyways, I will catch you all on the next video review.